So that's us. It's just gone 12:05 on Tuesday the 7th of October. We're just leaving M Sport now, and we've got to be heading for Hull to get the ferry across to Rotterdam and then down to Passau for the European, well, the Central European Rally. Last one for me for this year. So anyhow, let's crack on and get it done. So we've just been kicked off the A66 at Penrith. There's obviously been an accident, the road's shut. So now we're on the M6 heading down. So it's going to take us a bit longer to get to Hull. Hopefully we can do it in the 4.5 hours, but I'm not quite sure. Probably have to take a 45, but that's life. So I just love the UK road network system. So this is the M62 going across the Pennines, and obviously it's rammed. Now if I remember, tomorrow when we pass through the Netherlands and into Germany where they're doing a big long stretch of roadworks, I'll show you the difference where there's that's us going on the boat just now. So that's us just leaving the Netherlands and heading into Germany. The old border post. So signs there from memories in the 80s, Gok, Kolka, Vitsa, Kevlar. Yeah, served in that area from 1986 to 1988, and then I moved up to Gütersloh until 1990. Morning, it's 9:45 on the 9th of October. We stayed at this truck stop last night. We're just going to refuel now and then start heading down to Passau itself. It's 281 kilometres, so it shouldn't take us that long, about 3.5 hours. So this is the roadworks in Germany. The speed limit is 100k, so it's like 60 miles an hour. No average speed cameras. HGVs or large vehicles have got to use the right hand lane, 2.2 metre in the left hand lane, And as you can see there, 100 kilometers an hour. Unlike the UK. Afternoon, it's the 10th of October, 20 past 12, and as you can see we're starting to do the setup of the service park itself, and I'll show you some of it as we go on. There's an office just coming off there, as you can see, but anyhow, I'll keep you up to date on what's happening. Morning, I set off from the hotel this morning to go for a walk, and it's this like walled fort I've discovered, so I'm going to have a nose around and see what it is, but keep it updated. So that's the views, big boat going down, that's the river Danube, that's Passau itself. You got the meeting of a few rivers, 3 rivers I believe it is. Right over in the distance where you can't see is Austria. Anyhow, let's get on and have a look around. All I've got to say is wow, come up some steps there from the old town area and come into this huge courtyard, which I believe is a museum as well. Anyhow, so I come out of the walled fort up there and round the corner. This is nice to see. I wonder if it's the original cobbled road that went up to the fortress. I'm not sure. So I walked along there and then took the path up that winds up. You see the people right at the top there by the wall, and then a little walk around the fortress itself. This is me just crossing the Danube itself, and just round the corner is the meeting of the other two rivers, which I keep forgetting. I think one's the Linz or something. I'll let you know anyhow, just put it at the bottom, because I keep forgetting things. Something you do when you get older. But anyhow, let's go and have a wander. So obviously this is the meeting of the three rivers. From the left here we've got the inn. The large one to the right here is obviously the Danube, and then if you just look over to the right of the building there, that one is the inn. The Ills. So meeting of the three rivers. There you go. This is basically the end of the old town of Passau itself. As you can see, some amazing buildings, and then just up here we start entering into the newer part of Passau. Anyhow, I hope you can hear me over the noise of the road, but that's me coming to the end of my little walk around Passau itself, the old town, new town, and up to see the walled fort. A lovely place. As you can see, the weather's hasn't really improved that much, but I'm not complaining. So off up the hill, back to the hotel, and then just chill for the rest of the day. Catch you later. Morning, 16th of October, and it's 5:40 in the morning. There's Josh's car, all ready to go, and here we have Gregoire's. The reason we started so early this morning is we've got a bit of a drive where they're going to have a shakedown, just make sure everything's alright with the cars itself, and that's the setup itself with the offices over there, and that's the van we're driving this morning. Anyhow, time for breakfast, and then let's crack on. Morning, it's the 20th of October, 0500 in the morning, and that's us now leaving the service park from the Central European Rally 2025. We're heading up to Bremerhaven. again, I don't know if you can actually see the sunrise over to the side there to my right. I've never used the Max 2 in low level light conditions before. It's the first time, but I've heard conflicting reports saying that it's quite poor. But anyhow, we'll see what it looks like, and I'll let you know with a comment on the video itself. But anyhow, let's crack on and get to Bremerhaven. So we just stopped there for the mandatory 45-minute break, which we need to do before you've completed 4.5 hours of driving, but that's something that we've got to do as drivers. But anyhow, let's crack on, see how far we get. Good afternoon, it's 1:30. We were heading towards Bremerhaven, and we would have made it about 2 hours short of Bremerhaven. However, we got a telephone call, change of plan. We're now not going to Bremerhaven to drop the trucks off to go on the ship, which is leaving Bremerhaven, going to Southampton, and then from Southampton it's going to Valencia. So we've now been told to head to Valencia. So it's going to take us about 3.5 days to get there. So back down through Germany. We will remain in Germany for tonight, and then we should hit France and hopefully get through France tomorrow, and then day 3 through Spain. Fingers crossed, unless they change their mind, because I think after Valencia the boat is probably going to somewhere in Italy, and will we end up there? I don't know. But anyhow, I'll keep you informed of what happens. The joys of being a trucker. Morning, it's Tuesday the 21st at 1:15 in the morning. We've just had 9 hours off, and we're now heading hopefully to get out of Germany and down into France, and I think we'll make as far as maybe not quite make it to Lyon, but round about that area before we need to take another 9-hour break. Anyhow, I'll keep you updated when it gets light. So we've sneaked into France eventually over the Rhine. The main route was roadworks, and here we come to our first peage of many whilst we're in France, and I hope our pass and go works okay. Soon find out if the tag works. Oh, success. It worked. So we just stopped at the services here to take a second 45, which allows us to clear up the minutes that we had left over from the previous drive before we took our first break, and then we can also add an hour, because you can drive 10 hours twice a week. So we're doing that, which will allow us to get down by Lyon and take 9 hours off before we hit the road again. So we'll probably hit the road about midnight tonight to get down into Spain. But anyhow, I'll keep you updated, and as you can see the weather's still pesh. But anyhow, let's get on. So it's still the 21st, still Tuesday, and we're now heading off, just had 11 off. And again, we're going to try and get some good distance during the night, and hopefully we'll get down to about an hour north of Barcelona, so we'll be leaving France and going into Spain. So like I said, you know, we're just north of Lyon at the moment, but I'll keep you updated anyhow, and hopefully get some good daytime shots for you as we enter into into Spain rather. Catch you in a bit. Morning, it's Wednesday the 22nd. Now we should have been sort of near enough finished the journey and parked up. However, because of us switching from days to nights and interrupted sleep, both of us felt tired, so we just pulled off the services there and had a 3-hour break, which made sense. So we're still going, we've still got another 4.5 hours driving time left. We cleared the clock there. We're going to refuel and then get parked up, and then that'll do us. But anyhow, keep updated. Catch you in a bit. So this is the first time I've used the GoPro Max 2, so I don't know how good the vision is, you know, and what you can actually see through the camera itself. Hopefully I'll be able to enlarge parts of it and make it clear. But apart from obviously the M Sport truck in front of me, hopefully you can see the mountains of Andorra spread right across the front of us and going from right to left. So that's the eastern end of the mountains of Andorra. It is raining at the moment, or just the tail end of the shower itself, and if you look across into Spain itself, there's a few scattered clouds, but apart from that, it's blue sky. So I'll try and do a bit more coverage as we get closer to the mountains of Andorra. So in a few kilometres we'll be passing through the mountains of Andorra there, you can see right in front of you, and dropping down into Spain. We're just in the Catalan region of Spain, I believe it is. The last major place that we left in France was Perpignan. But anyhow, I'll bring you back up when we cross over the border into Spain from France. So that's the old border crossing, I believe. So that's us. We should be in Spain now. Just gone up the big old long hill. I'll have a look, see if there's any confirmation signs stating that we're in Spain, like you normally do throughout the other European countries. See an old border crossing down to the right there as well. And yeah, there it is, the European sign for Spain, España. I've got a long downhill bit now. So I'll just come off the motorway there at junction 4, just to top up with fuel and AdBlue, because obviously these trucks are now heading to Valencia, where they'll get on a boat and go across to Saudi. So it just makes sure that there's enough fuel and AdBlue on there for when they get there and coming back into wherever they're going to. We've still got 502 kilometres to go, so it shouldn't use that much fuel. But anyhow, I'll keep you updated as we go along. Oh, by the way, this is a huge truck stop, all different types of fuel, big supermarket there to the right, where you can do your washing, showers, there's all sorts of things, and there's a truck wash. Anyhow, let's crack on.